Welcome to Spy Stories in 5 Minutes. Today, we delve into the life of Heinz Lüning, infamously known as Hitler's worst spy. Born on the 17th of December 1899 in the bustling port city of Hamburg, Germany, Heinz Lüning grew up under the influence of his father's military career. His father's dedication to service and discipline undoubtedly left an indelible imprint on young Heinz's mind. Lüning's educational journey was marked by a keen interest in languages. His proficiency in Spanish in particular would later become a crucial asset in his espionage career. But back then, he was just a young man, fascinated by the intricacy and beauty of languages, completely unaware of where this path would lead him. With a strong military influence from his father and a knack for languages, Heinz Lüning was unknowingly paving his path towards a career in espionage. As the world was embroiled in the throes of World War II, Heinz Lüning found himself recruited into the world of cloak and dagger. Lüning's journey into the shadowy realms of espionage began with Abwehr, the German military intelligence, which saw him as a potential asset due to his proficiency in Spanish. His linguistic prowess, coupled with his ability to blend in, made him an ideal candidate for their covert operations. Upon recruitment, Lüning underwent intensive training, preparing him for the challenges of the clandestine world. This period was marked by rigorous drills that honed his skills in subterfuge, stealth, and intelligence gathering. It was an intense transformation, turning an ordinary man into an agent of the Reich. Once his training was complete, Lüning was dispatched to Latin America, a region teeming with potential intelligence. His primary mission was to gather information on the Allies' activities in the area and transmit this data back to Germany. It was a task of paramount importance, one that could potentially tip the balance of the war in favor of the Reich. Lüning's tasks were numerous and varied, ranging from surveillance to establishing covert communication lines. However, despite the gravity of his role, Lüning proved to be rather ineffective as a spy. His reports were often incomplete or inaccurate, and his attempts at subterfuge were clumsy at best. Despite his ineffectiveness as a spy, Lüning continued to operate in Latin America, unknowingly heading towards his downfall. The life of a spy is full of danger, a fact that Heinz Lüning would soon realize. Stepping into the tumultuous world of World War II espionage, Lüning found himself assigned to Cuba in 1942. His task was to gather intelligence for the German war effort, yet his coded messages were often laden with inaccuracies or even worse, completely irrelevant. This unfortunate knack for misinformation would earn him the dubious title of Hitler's worst spy. Lüning's ineptitude did not go unnoticed. Cuban authorities, their suspicions aroused, apprehended him. His arrest was not the result of a high-stakes chase or a thrilling face-off, but rather the consequence of his own repeated blunders. In the secretive world of espionage, Lüning was more a bungling character from a comic strip than a suave, shadowy figure. The trial that followed was a spectacle. Evidence against Lüning was damning, from his poorly coded messages to testimonies of his conspicuous behavior. The government, keen to make an example of him, was deeply involved in the proceedings. Each detail of his ill-fated career was scrutinized, painting a picture of a spy who was far out of his depth. The verdict was swift and unmerciful. Heinz Lüning, the man who had hoped to aid the Axis powers, was instead a hindrance. His ineptitude not only failed his mission, but also put him on the radar of the very people he was trying to spy on. Lüning's short-lived career as a spy ended in a Cuban prison, a stark reminder of the perilous life of espionage. His story serves as a cautionary tale, a testament to the dangers and consequences of a life spent in the shadows. Heinz Lüning's legacy is one of intrigue and failure, a unique tale in the annals of spy history. His arrest in the mid-40s marked a significant blow to Operation Bolivar, Germany's espionage efforts in Latin America. It led to the unraveling of the secret radio communications network established in Argentina, effectively ending Bolivar's activities. The impact of Lüning's failure resonated far beyond his immediate circle. His story influenced key power brokers in the region, pushing them to align more closely with the United States. Lüning's life and career have been extensively documented in books like Hitler's Man in Havana. These works delve into the details of his ineptitude, painting a vivid picture of a man out of his depths in the world of espionage. They serve as a reminder of the high stakes and harsh realities of this clandestine profession. Heinz Lüning, Hitler's worst spy, serves as a cautionary tale in the world of espionage. Thank you for joining us on Spy Stories in 5 minutes. If you enjoyed this episode, do like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing tales.